Imagine this. You're in London, you've spent ages perfecting your English, your grammar is spot on, and you walk up to a counter.
Hmm.
You say something totally correct, like, I want a train ticket to Manchester, and you get back. Well, you get this sort of frozen, polite smile.
It happens all the time. It's so frustrating because you know you said the words right.
Exactly. You've been polite in your own culture, but here in the UK, that sentence just landed as, well, a bit rude. And that's what this is all about.
It really is. Many of these rude moments aren't about your personality at all. They're just language habits clashing with a very particular British way of communicating.
We're exploring all of this from the fantastic material by Everyday English. Learn it, use it, live it. They really nail this idea. And if you're looking for that shortcut to understanding British politeness, you're in the right place.
Now look, if this is helpful for you, please just take a second right now to subscribe. It really helps us keep making these deep dives.
So to get started, we need to talk about the one big idea that underpins everything. Let's call it the indirectness gap.
That's a good name for it. The culture here just really, really favors indirect requests and what we call softeners.
So it's not just about what you say.
No, not at all. You can be 100% grammatically correct and still be socially inappropriate. Being too direct in this context just equals sounding demanding.
It's like you're imposing, apologizing for needing something before you even ask for it.
Yes, apologizing for the imposition, which is a perfect lead-in to our first section. This is all about asking for things or telling people what to do. This is where so many people trip up.
Okay, so mistake number one, and this is a big one, is using the phrase, I want.
Yeah, I want. It seems so simple.
It's logical. You're just saying what you want. You go into a coffee shop, I want a flat white. Why is that a problem?
Because want is a declaration. It's a statement of fact. It doesn't ask, it just states.
Yeah.
And that bypasses the social ritual of asking for permission, essentially.
So it sounds like you're expecting it, not requesting it.
You've hit it right there. It assumes compliance. The fix is to shift away from that, to frame it as a possibility, a preference.
Using those softer modal verbs.
Exactly. So instead of I want, you switch to I'd like a coffee, please. That would like is conditional. It's softer. Or even better, could I have a coffee, please?
That one's interesting, could I? It feels like a genuine question.
It is. And that choice of modal verb is where you can really show you get the nuance. Can I is fine, it's functional. But could I? It's kind of the sweet spot for everyday politeness.
Why could over can? What's the subtle difference there?
Could focuses on their ability to provide it. It's more hypothetical. It's what it says, is it possible for you to do this for me? Which is inherently more respectful of their agency.
Whereas can is more about permission.
Right. It's a subtle scale, but it's there. You wouldn't say, might I have a coffee? That would sound, comically formal.
Okay, so that makes perfect sense. And we see the same logic with mistake number 3, which is the command tone of give me.
Oh, that one is really jarring. If you're at a supermarket checkout and just say, give me a bag, it sounds like an order.
Like something a parent would say to a child.
Or a drill sergeant,
Yeah.
yeah. It creates this instant power imbalance that just feels wrong in a normal, everyday transaction.
So the fix is the same principle. You switch from the command, the imperative, to a question.
Precisely. You turn it into a question about you receiving the item. Can I get a bag, please? Or, can I have a bag, please? Just adding that modal verb and the please changes everything. It's a negotiation, not an order.
Okay, this brings us to another big one, mistake number 6, which is using you must.
Oof, yeah. You must is incredibly strong. It's got this mandatory, almost intimidating feeling to it in British English.
So if you say to a colleague, you must send this report today.
You're implying there will be serious consequences if they don't.
Yeah.
It's not a request, it's an ultimatum.
Yeah.
It suggests you're impatient with them.
But wait, what about professional settings? I mean, sometimes things are urgent, deadlines are real. Doesn't all this softening risk making you sound, I don't know, indecisive?
That is a fantastic point. And the way British English handles this is quite clever. You balance the politeness with clarity by changing the focus.
How so?
Instead of focusing on their obligation with must, you focus on their ability or on the shared goal.
So instead of you must send this, you'd say,
Could you send this today? Focusing on could turns it into a request about their capability. It's proactive, not punitive.
or you could make it about the outcome.
Exactly. It would be great if you could send this today. See? The focus is now on the positive result we both want. You're respecting their agency, their part in the process.
And that seems to be the common thread, respecting their agency. not taking their help for granted.
That's the glue holding it all together, which moves us really nicely into the next section, which is all about those little linguistic buffers, the softeners.
Right. If the modal verbs fix the grammar of the request, these fix the whole tone.
And the number one rule here, the absolute foundation, is that British English just runs on these friendly fillers. Things like, excuse me, please, thanks.
Which brings us to mistake number 2. Just forgetting to say please.
It seems so small.
But it's huge. A sentence like, can you help me, is grammatically perfect, but it just lands flat, doesn't it? It feels a bit bare.
It sounds like an expectation. But the fix is so easy. Could you help me, please? That one word changes the entire feeling of the sentence. It acknowledges you're interrupting them and you appreciate their help.
And when you forget that little linguistic apology, especially when you're asking a tough question, you run right into our next mistake. The aggressive why.
Yeah, a short, sharp why can sound really confrontational. If you walk up to a shop that's closed and just ask the staff, why is it closed?
It sounds like you're challenging them.
Exactly. You sound like you're questioning their decision, not just asking for information.
So the fix here isn't just adding please. You need to buffer the whole question.
You do. You need to preface the inquiry. You can shift the focus to their knowledge. So instead of that blunt why, you could say, do you know why it's closed?
So it becomes about what they know, not about the decision itself. That's clever.
Or you ask for permission to ask the question, can I ask why it's closed? It just lowers the temperature immediately.
We see that same need for a buffer when you're saying no to something, right?
Yeah.
Mistake number 4, just a flat
Oh.
no.
It can sound so cold,
Yeah.
so final. If someone offers you a cup of tea and you just say no, it feels like you're shutting them down completely.
It's like you're rejecting the offer and the person.
It can feel that way. So the fix is simple, but it's essential. You always follow the no with some gratitude.
Oh, thank you.
The classic, it's the shock absorber. Or if it's a bit more casual, I'm okay, thanks. That little addition of thanks is, well, it's a social requirement.
That idea of social requirements is a great bridge to our final section, navigating the actual rituals of conversation. It's not just about the words you choose, but the order you say them in. Which leads us to mistake number 5, jumping straight into the question.
The drive-by question.
Right, you walk up to a stranger and just say, where is the toilet?
It's a huge imposition. You're treating them like a human Google search, not a person whose time and space you're interrupting.
So you need that little key to unlock the interaction first.
You do. The fix is to combine a greeting with an attention getter. You need the buffer first. So, hi, excuse me.
That excuse me is doing all the work there.
It really is. It's the apology for interrupting. So the full phrase becomes, hi, excuse me, where's the toilet, please? You have the greeting, the apology, the question, and the softener. All 4 parts.
It really is a formula.
It is a social formula.
Okay, and for our final mistake, number 8, it's about closing that social loop.
Yes. This one is about what happens when someone says thank you to you.
Yeah.
The mistake is being silent,
Yes. Not responding.
just not responding. In the UK, that silence creates this really awkward void. It feels like you didn't hear them, or maybe you felt that thanks weren't necessary because you were, I don't know, above helping them.
So you have to complete the transaction, give them a response back. What are the go-to options?
The standards are simple. No problem is very common, very friendly.
Okay.
You're welcome is a bit more formal,
Right.
but always correct. And then there's the very British, that's all right.
Right. That's
Whichever one you choose, the key is that you're acknowledging their gratitude. You're closing that loop.
So if we pull back and look at everything we've covered from the everyday English material today, there's a really clear lesson here.
There is. It's that grammatical correctness and social politeness are 2 completely different things in the UK.
The whole system is built on softness, on indirect requests, and on the constant automatic use of these friendly fillers.
So if you're ever in doubt, our advice would be to choose the longer, softer, more indirect phrase. Because being too direct is almost always what will get you that frozen smile.
A great challenge for you this week would be to just try swapping one direct sentence you normally use for a softer one.
Yes. Instead of, I want a taxi, try, I'd like a taxi, please. And just notice the difference in the reaction you get. It's subtle, but it's there.
And this whole idea of indirectness, it goes so deep in the language that it changes the meaning of even basic greetings.
It really does. So here's a final thought for you to chew on. If please means I'm asking politely, what do British people really mean when they walk up to you and just say, you all right?
And why is that very common greeting often not a real question at all? We'll be diving right into that one next time. Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive into everyday English.
We really hope these fixes help you out. And if you found this useful, please do remember to like, subscribe, and share it. We'll see you on the next one.